Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tempcast. Once again, we are a little bit sparse on our hosts because, well, at least today we have Stephen Rolabi, thankfully.
Hello, everybody.
But unfortunately, we could not get Eric Xander on because just got these messages this morning of some Discord chat logs that Eric Xander had with some teenagers. And we have decided to not associate ourselves with Eric Xander Esquire anymore because this kind of activity is not something we appreciate on GBA Temp and on the Tempcast, to say the least. So we're just not going to be referencing him anymore. And we will subsequently delete all the episodes with Eric Xander from the internet. And if you have any of these episodes downloaded, I advise you to delete them. Otherwise, you will be hearing from our lawyers because that's not something we want you to have.
I think more importantly, if you still have Eric's episodes downloaded, you'll probably get canceled, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
After what he did.
That's it's like having Louis C.K. specials on your hard drive. It's not something like even that is illegal, but having Louis C.K. stuff, that's oof. That's like it's like having Bill Cosby tapes.
We tried to get Jordan for this episode, but we're recording on a Sunday morning rather than a Saturday morning. And of course, on Sunday mornings, Jordan goes to church and tries to sneak money out of the collection basket without anyone noticing. So he's going around all the churches in the area. He's going to be on that all day.
Yeah, that's actually what he does legitimately, and that's not something we made up.
No, that's what he does for a living.
That's how he affords his Ryzen CPUs.
Yeah.
Speaking of illegal activities, well, not really illegal. The PlayStation 5, it's been hacked. Not just once, but twice in the span of a couple of days between them, actually. So the first one, I think, I might be wrong on this. I'm not fact checking because I don't care anymore. The Fail Overflow found an exploit. I'll be honest, I'm not somebody who understands computers or programming or software or anything really. So I'm just going off of their Twitter page. So basically, they have this. I think this is Notepad++. So they opened up this bin file and basically were able to decode like the software on the PS5, which means that they bypassed the encryption somehow. And they highlighted this part of the code, which translates to secure loader. And I'm not a hacker or whatever, but something tells me if you have access to the secure loader, it's pretty much hacked. You can do anything you want. I think that's how it works. I might be wrong once again. So what they say, and this is in their terminology, that they got access to symmetric PS5 root keys. They can be obtained from software, including per console root key, if you look hard enough. That's what they said. Again, what does this mean for the hacking scene? Not really much, because once again, the Fail Overflow, they're not doing this in a stupid way. They're not just giving out the exploit, just saying where to find this key or whatever. They just said, hey, we did it. Cool. And we just normal users can't do anything with this information. We can't just go to our PS5s. If you have a PS5 somehow, you can't just go put some stuff on a hard drive and then connect it through the USB port and hack it. No, that's not how any of this works. This is just an exploit that was found. And at the same time, we have TheFlow, who is not part of Fail Overflow. By the way, this is something that I thought.
That's weird.
TheFlow is Andy Nguyen. I think that's his name.
I think so, yeah.
He just posted a screenshot on Twitter of the settings menu, and on the lower part of the image, you can find developer settings, or is it debug settings? Wait, I'm gonna have to Google this.
Debug settings, it says.
Yeah, so debug settings. So how he got access to that, we don't know, because that's usually something that you can only see on a development kit. And development kits, they cost a lot of money. And I doubt Andy Nguyen has one. So this is most likely from a consumer PS5. And something that he has confirmed is that his exploit has nothing to do with the exploit found by Fail Overflow. Once again, he's not giving away any details as to how to achieve this exploit, which is a smart thing. Otherwise, he'd be calling Eric Zand. Oh, wait, no, you can't. Because I can't mention that guy. Because, yeah, so that he did a smart thing. And basically, what does this mean? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Oh, the only thing this could mean is that if you have a PS5 with the current software, because this is what both of them confirmed, both of these people, they confirmed that this is on current software, which is version 4 point something. So if you want to hack your PS5,
PS5 has like barely been out a year. It's already in version 4 point something. That's insane. Sorry, that was not the headline here, but that does really surprise me. I did not realize we were that far into
it really depends on what kind of updates they make to the software, because maybe it's like incremental stuff and they just call it number 4, number 5.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. It's all arbitrary.
Nintendo named their software 13.0, and the only update that they made was adding Bluetooth.
It was Bluetooth audio.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah. Well, that's pretty significant for Nintendo.
But yeah, if you want to hack your PS5 in the future, just don't touch it. Just don't update it, and maybe in a couple of years, we will find out what this exploit was. Same thing that happens with the PlayStation 4 occasionally, is that exploits for previous firmware versions get released to the public.
Yeah.
Speaking of things getting released to the public, a little bit earlier than it's supposed to.
Excuse me.
Pokemon BDSM. Wait. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and what is it? Is it
Shining Pearl?
Shining Pearl. Ah, it's BDSP.
BDSP.
Ah,
so close.
Autocorrect, man. Anyways,
Pokemon Brilliant Darkside Phil.
Okay, and that's a reference to the Twitch streamer Darkside Phil, who got caught masturbating one time on camera.
Yeah.
Anyways, speaking about Pokemon, it got leaked. The remakes to Diamond and Pearl got leaked, and people were kind of bummed out. This game isn't really that good. But I don't understand the people who are bummed out about this, because it never looked good. It looks like a cheap remake of Diamond and Pearl in this stupid chibi kind of artwork, which I do not like. I don't think anybody really likes.
I know was one of the few people when everyone was down on it. She said that she kind of liked the art style and she was excited to play Diamond and Pearl again.
Well, is a woman, so her opinion is automatically discarded. I'm sorry, we're on GBA Temp, so...
Wait a minute, have these games been released yet?
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, probably when this releases, then yes, I think so.
Okay, I already said we were recording on Sunday, and I was going to talk about his opinion on it, and I don't want to accidentally out her as a leaker downloader.
Actually, oh shit. Yeah, it comes out on this Friday. So.
Okay, and you know what? Still really excited about it, and she can't wait to play on Friday.
I honestly don't know how to edit that. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. Sorry, I'm sick too, everybody. Sorry for the cough. Yeah. Dude, I slept for 24 hours on Monday. Just as a side note, I was really sick on Monday, and I slept for 24 hours straight, and it's one of the fucked up things that's ever happened to me.
Wow, really?
And that's basically how I feel whenever anyone tries to talk to me about Pokemon. So sorry if I don't have a lot to contribute to this conversation.
But yeah, the most surprising things that came from this... Jesus.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
The most surprising thing that came out of these leaks is that it turns out these games are running on the Unity engine. Literally, Unity. The free open source... I don't think it's open source. The free game engine that all the shitty mobile games use.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but, I don't want to discredit Unity, because it's not their fault that so many shitty games are running on Unity, because Unity itself, it's a really good, robust game engine. I've tried to use it a couple of times, and it was kind of clunky for somebody who doesn't have that much experience in game development or programming in C#. But otherwise, it's a pretty robust engine.
Yeah.
And the fact that this game is running on Unity, that's surprising that a first-party title from Nintendo is running on Unity rather than, I don't know, one of the Pokemon engines. That's kind of bizarre to me.
That is really weird. Like, my brother has made games in Unity just as like a hobby. Like, it's a free thing anyone can get into. It is kind of weird for a big company like Game. Do you think Game Freak like paid for the premium version, or are they using the free one? Do they have like the ad at the beginning of it that says the game is made in Unity that you have to use when you use the free one?
Probably not, because I think the current clause in Unity is that you can use their engine completely for free, even without like the front screen, the loading screen.
Oh, they got rid of that? That was probably a smart idea because it's probably plastered their logo in front of a bunch of shitty games.
Yeah, I might be wrong on that. And now, if your game sells less than, if it makes less than $100,000, or is it $1 million? I can't remember. I think it's $100,000. Yeah, then you don't have to pay anything. But once it goes over that threshold, then you gotta pay the Unity tax.
Okay.
So maybe Game Freak was like, okay, nobody's gonna buy this. So let's just use the free version. Let's just use the trial. Another fun thing that hackers discovered when taking apart this game is that it's extremely easy to exploit since it's in Unity. It's never been easier to cheat in a Pokemon game. Like, people are already hacking it and getting Darkrai and Arceus, getting like those on Route 1 and stuff.
Eric hacked a Dialga, finally. He achieved his life dream. Or Deoxys. What was the Pokemon he didn't have?
It was Deoxys, and I'd like to confirm, but this was before we found out he was a pedophile, that he actually catched a Deoxys in what is it? Is it Ruby? Omega Ruby? Omega Sapphire? But anyways, congratulations to Eric Tanner for finally catching that one Pokemon that nobody really cares about.
No, honestly. It's childish. Grow up, Eric.
And just one final thing that was found that was interesting in this leak is that you can change Brilliant Diamond into Shining Pearl by literally changing one small flag in the game code.
Really?
Because I think only one of these games got leaked, like, on the scene.
I think it was Brilliant Diamond.
Yeah, it was Brilliant Diamond that got leaked, and then instantly people were playing like Shining Pearl because it's the same game, the same assets, the same music, the same Pokemon, literally just with one flag changed.
Speaking of music, it's going to have an 8 gig day one patch, and doesn't it, like, right now, the leaked version only has like MIDI files of music from the original version, not even like remixes from the remake. And I think it doesn't have a title screen.
Wow.
It just, like, when you load it up, it's just the logo. There's no animation or anything.
Oh yeah, because I did see intros on YouTube, and it looked weird to me. Like, oh, this is just the title and the music. That's it.
I heard something about the MIDI file thing, but now granted, that'll likely all be fixed in the day one patch. I don't know if Game Freak should get shit for that because, you know, it's not like they intend people to play the leaked early version. But it is also a little obnoxious to release a game with an 8 gig day one patch, especially on the Switch where hard drive space is so low.
Yeah, and the game itself is only 4 gigabytes.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, that's so strange.
Yikes.
How that comes with 8 gigabytes of updates.
I believe I heard it was that. Let me check, but I believe it was an 8 gig day one patch.
It is. I'm reading the post by Chari. Rest in peace, Chari. She died during a Travis Scott concert, but it's okay. We're all through it because thankfully Travis Scott sponsored with BetterHelp.com, and we just all got free consultations from BetterHelp, and now we are completely over Chari being stomped to death during a concert. So it's okay.
We have accepted it.
Yeah.
We're not over it. We've accepted it. We're not.
Yeah, we're not like depressed and shit anymore because, BetterHelp.com. It's going to help you with any issues you have.
Hey, speaking of remakes or remasters of old games that don't look very good, the GTA Trilogy was re-released this week also, wasn't it?
Yeah, and fun fact, it just like the Pokemon games, it got leaked earlier for the Switch.
Oh, did it? I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, so it's a funny thing. Like, before this game was released, we had like 0 glimpses of its gameplay. Like, all we seen were these trailers, and that's it, pretty much. Before the game's official release, we didn't see we got like a couple of screenshots, but we didn't see any gameplay. And once the Switch version got leaked and people started to see what this game presents itself with, people started to get like a little bit skeptical about this because I saw this in real time how the hype for this re-release just got lower, 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 and lower, and then it went all the way down to rage and anger.
Before we get into all the controversies, because there are a few to get into, I do want to say I've actually been playing it a little bit this week, and I watched somebody else play it. I don't think it's as bad as everybody else is saying. It plays a lot nicer than the PS2 versions did, because I went back and played a little bit of them. Like there's some updated controls, you use triggers for drive instead of the face buttons. The aiming is a lot better in Vice City. The game isn't overall as shitty looking as, certain screenshots would have you think. Now, I don't think it's worth $60, and I don't think with the amount of money Rockstar is going to make on this, it's, I don't think they put in a commensurate amount of effort into the remaster based on like how much their money they're probably going to make. But it's not like an overall awful experience like people would have you think. So probably the smallest controversy with it is that it doesn't run very well, which is pretty ridiculous, seeing as these games ran pretty okay, I think, as far as I remember, on a PS2 back in the day. And if there's like a performance mode and a fidelity mode, if you have it in performance mode, I find they're fine for the most part. 3 kind of stutters a little, which is weird that 3 is the one that fucked up, but the other 2 are basically fine on performance mode, I find. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're playable, and like, I don't know, that's pretty bad still, because like I said, they're PS2 games, and these are like native PS5 remasters, so they should be able to run a PS2 game. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it because they are really, really shitty. I don't know. I feel like people are being like maybe a little bit harder on it than, at least visually, than it deserves. But I also don't want to stick up. I don't want to seem like I'm sticking up for Take-Two and Rockstar because they're a giant corporation and they suck, and they sued the reverse engineering guys, and they did this and that. Yeah. And, I also want to say I didn't buy it. We got a free review code, and so there's going to be... Oh, no, I didn't pirate it. We got a free review code, and the review will go up probably the same day as this podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
So I didn't support them because I probably wouldn't, because they're kind of shitty. I know you've said you wouldn't buy it either because Take-Two is scummy.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't even pirate it because it looks just, to me personally, like a worse experience overall compared to the originals, which you can't even buy anymore. Thanks a lot, Rockstar.
Yeah, that also is absurd.
The thing you said about this game performing badly, well, not optimally, is an important notion to make, because although these are PS2 games, they're not running on a PS2 engine. They're running on Unreal, after all.
Yeah.
And they're not, it's not well optimized at all. I mean, you add all these shiny effects, but you need to do a little bit of, culling and, draw distance. You gotta change that a little bit, because now this game is all over the place in terms of its optimization, because although the draw distance has been improved, in some places, like with vehicles I've seen in videos, like in GTA 3, automobiles just can pop up out of nowhere like 3 feet ahead of you. That's what happens in that game.
Really?
Yeah, they literally just spawn out of corners and stuff, and it's a real nuisance to get through missions because random cars just pop up randomly during like a driving segment in a mission.
Do you know what version of the game that was on? Was that the Switch version, or because I know the Switch version is a lot worse than the other ones.
I think it's on the Switch. Yeah, I think it was on the Switch.
Okay. Now that's not a justification. I'm just curious because they shouldn't. If the Switch version is that bad, then they shouldn't release it.
It's something that's so bad. There's 2 things that are just so bad that they need to be fixed immediately. Like not in a month, but like right now. Like by the time this episode is released, this needs to be fixed. There is no fog or haze in San Andreas, which means that you can climb up like just a high building in that game, or just get into a plane. You can go just a couple of meters up high and you can see the entire map. That's not good. for San Andreas, because the entire point of San Andreas was, oh, look at this huge map. And they did a masterful job, Rockstar, I mean, with hiding the fact that it's actually really small. But like with the added haze and the fog and the draw distance, you can't see like across the entire map. But you can in this version, and that's not good. That's terrible. It ruins the entire feel of the game. But that's just San Andreas. Another issue that needs to be either removed or fixed or something. I don't know. The rain. What is that rain? Have you seen the rain?
The rain is really weird. I've not seen it when I'm playing, but I've seen the videos. The rain is really weird.
It's so weird. It feels like it's not. It's something they added in post or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's white. Why? It doesn't look like rain. It looks like something else, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, it's really thick too. Like, I'm not even trying to like build off your joke, but it is like really thick and noticeable, and it's white and like in the picture. And like, yeah, like the water, like if it's raining and you're running by a body of water, it like sort of like pops out over it. Like, it's very weird.
It's unfinished. This game is unfinished, and I don't understand why it had to come out in November. Is it because they try to hit like the 20th anniversary or something? They're like, oh shit, GTA 3 20th anniversary. It's coming up in like 2 months. Quick, load up Unreal Engine 4. Shit. Just drag and drop the assets. I don't care. Let's just do it.
I guess so. It's weird because if you believe that Kotaku leak that sort of, revealed this game before it was officially announced, this has been in development for a good while. I don't know what happened. Now, this was also, there's kind of an infamous port of San Andreas on the PS3 and the 360 that was based off the mobile port, right? Yeah. And this was done by the same people that did that, Grove Street Games. And like, man, when there's a bad port or something like that, I don't like to come down on the developers. I like to give them the benefit of the doubt and assume like, okay, maybe they didn't have enough time or money or, whatever. And it's not probably fair to come down on them here either because they're working for the same company. But like, this is 2 really bad ports and remasters in a row for them. Well, I don't know in a row. I'm sure they've done some.
I don't understand how these people are even working there, because you have fans who, for free, make like so many improvements on the original game. They make it so that it's possible to play them in 2021. Really, like, shout out to the Silent Patch for the GTA games. Check out Silent Patch. It's really good. And these people, these fans, they pour their heart and soul into these games, like updating them, improving them, and whatnot. And meanwhile, you hire these, I don't know if really, because one time you make a bad port, okay, maybe you were understaffed, maybe you weren't given enough time, but 2 times in a row, I don't know. I'm starting to have my doubts about the competence.
Well, these guys were also, I don't know if they were formed by Rockstar, but they're certainly, like, I'm looking, they really, I know they work a lot with Rockstar. They've done all of the Rockstar iOS and, like, console ports and stuff like that. I mean, they're called Grove Street Games. Yeah. Grove Street is where it is, like, the central location in San Andreas, so they obviously have a tight connection to Rockstar. And they've done, like, the Bully phone ports. They've done the phone ports of Max Payne and all the GTA games, including Chinatown Wars. They've done, like, they have a lot of experience with this. And it is weird that it doesn't seem to go very well. Except, although I feel like I never hear anything bad about the mobile ports. Maybe they're good at mobile, but bad at consoles. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Vice City and 3 were really good. San Andreas was a little bit of a mixed bag on mobile. I haven't played, like, they released Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories. Haven't played those. I don't know much about those. But yeah, there's just one way you can fix this game, like, immediately. First of all, make it available for PC at least. Come on, Rockstar. What the fuck? It's still not up on Rockstar's store, and you can't launch it if you bought it on PC.
It was up long enough for people to buy it and download it, but then Rockstar mysteriously took it down and took down their entire launcher,
Yeah.
which meant that you couldn't. I've heard mixed reports. Some people are saying when the launcher went down, you couldn't play any Rockstar games. Other people have said if you had them downloaded, you could still play. I'm not 100% sure which one is true.
I know only that they removed the games because it contained some unwanted content in it.
Yeah.
Which is a couple of songs that were still in the original release and which were removed for this one.
Yeah.
And also the hot coffee segment in San Andreas. The code was for some reason there.
Still in there. You think they would have learned their lesson after 2004, but
and also all the mission scripts, all the source scripts are present in that game, in that release. And so I don't get it. If it's already there, it's already released, people already have access to it. What's the point in taking your time and trying to remove it? It's done. It's over. But yeah, the only way Rockstar can fix this is add a mode where you can switch back to the classic graphics. Just make them look like PS2 games at a higher resolution. That's literally all you need to do to fix this release, at least somewhat.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can I just say two quick things about the music thing also? Apparently, like you were saying, how like with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, there's just one quick thing you have to change in order to switch between the two versions of the game. Apparently, it's similarly kind of easy to just unlock all of the songs in these games that Rockstar does not have the license to be selling and including in the game. So that's kind of weird that they're still in there. And apparently it's fairly easy to unlock them if you're on PC or Switch, probably. The other thing is, I don't even know that they're really locked. I'm not 100% sure because one of the songs that was supposed to be removed was Video Killed the Radio Star in Vice City. And I'm positive I heard it while I was driving around. I don't really know what's happening there. I haven't heard anyone else talk about this. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I had a weird bug, but I'm positive I heard Video Killed the Radio Star.
Did you know Hans Zimmer was in that band?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. That is interesting. I would not have pegged that.
You know what Hans Zimmer didn't compose?
What?
The PlayStation 2 intro. You know, the one that sounds like a keyboard where you press all the keys at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Speaking of PS2, especially people who like to emulate PS2 games, you can now almost play every single PS2 game on PC. Well, at least up to the menu screen, because at least all games, other than, what did you say earlier? One weird golf game can't be booted.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard that.
There was
too.
that was the headline. That was the headline I saw. I literally called it a weird golf game.
Can't be emulated. So this comes from PCSX2. And basically, yeah, all the games are now bootable, and you can play them at least up to the menu, other than Real World Golf, which only gets to the intro and does not go past that. Huh. Real World Golf. What were the coders thinking when making Real World Golf? Like, let's make a PS2 game that can only work on the PS2. Let's try that. I mean, how do you make a game that you can't emulate? I wonder what's so interesting about it.
They could hold the secret to stopping people from emulating games in the future.
Yeah, I'm looking at screenshots of this game, and it's kind of looks like a PS2 golf game. I don't know what I expected.
Shocking news.
Oh wait, I think it. Oh. Wait, I get it. This game has like a special kind of peripheral thing. Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Oh, it comes with its own like small little club. And you gotta hit a sensor with it. Oh, yeah, that's probably why.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
That would make sense, yeah. Although I'm sure like the Guitar Hero and, Rock Band games on PS2 can boot up. And they require a special thing.
Yeah, but how many Guitar Hero fans are there, and how many Real World Golf 2006
fans are there? That's fair, yeah.
Wow, it seems like this was made by Mad Cats. Huh.
Wow.
That's cool. So, yeah, if you have a PS2 and you're worried that all your awesome games are now playable on PC with better performance and better frame rates and better resolutions, fear not if you have real world golf. Then you can stick it to those elitist PC master race who keep boasting about their emulation capabilities. Well, you could say, you. I can play Real World Golf 2007 on my real original PlayStation 2 on my Game Track Mad Cats controller. You.
Fuck you, elitist cocksuckers.
And speaking of PS2 games, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and a bunch more are getting delisted. Fuck you, Konami says.
No, it's just 2 and 3.
2 and 3? Huh, okay. So 1 is still up?
Yeah. 1, Peace Walker, 4, 5 are all up. And
so basically they took away the best ones.
Pretty much. Yeah, so 2 and 3 have historical footage in them during some of the cutscenes that I guess Konami has lost the license to. Which I'm kind of surprised that they didn't use, like...
Public domain, yeah.
Public domain footage. Like stock footage. I mean, I don't know. I guess Kojima wanted something very specific, but I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of footage was there in Metal Gear Solid 3?
Oh, what's the dude's name? The drunk dude you find in the bottom of a base. He tells you about the Shagahad, and there's like footage of tanks rolling out and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
I know that's at the very least that. Yeah.
Oh, is he the astronaut? The cosmonaut? I mean?
Yes, I think so. I can't remember, his name starts with a V. I can't remember his
name. MGS 3 villains. Wait.
It's not Vulcan.
No. It's the Fury.
Oh no. It's not that dude. It's oh yes, okay, I remember what you're talking about now with the cosmonaut. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. No, he's just some dude, and you find him in he's the guy that talks about knowing Otacon's dad. And he has like a little tiny mustache, and then he gets shoved in a barrel and Vulcan electrocutes.
Oh, Sokolov?
Sokolov, thank you. That's the guy.
Starts with a V, yeah.
It had a V in it, sorry. I don't know why I thought it started with a V.
Man, I want to play Metal Gear games again. I want to play some Metal Gear games. Konami, please stop doing this bullshit. Please release the entire collection 1 to 4 on PC or PS5 or something. I don't care. Just do it.
Or PS2, you emulate it.
I already emulated it, but I can't emulate 4 yet.
4.
So
yeah,
please just release it. Just give it to me. Give it to me. I'll buy it. I'll let everything that was between us behind us.
All right, dude. Monkey's Paw. They remaster and re-release them, but it's by Grocery Games.
Fuck. Snake suddenly looks like a Fortnite character.
Raiden looks like even more of a pussy ass bitch. I'm just kidding. I like Raiden.
Grove Street, home. At least it was. Before I fucked everything up. Okay, that was terrible. I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Hey, Valve delayed the release of the Steam Deck. It's going to come out next year now.
Nobody cares. I mean, actually, people who pre-order.
I think a lot of people care. Yeah, a lot of people care. I know. So you had to pay $4 to pre-order it, I think. And if people are canceling their pre-orders now because it got delayed, and Valve is not automatically refunding the $4, I think you have to like contact their support. I'm not even sure if they're refunding it then, but I know people are like getting pissed at them for losing their $4.
Okay, nobody. Who the fuck? If you have enough money to spend on a toy for $500, who can? Oh, I can play Death Stranding on my lap on my couch instead of my computer. F you. If you have that kind of money, you don't care about $5 You don't.
Not even 5.
Not even 5. You probably spend more on your OnlyFans subscriptions than this. Like, what's $5 to you millionaires?
Gabins and OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't know. It's, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why people are so specifically pissed about this one. I guess because they announced it so close to the release, because I think they announced it like 3 weeks before it was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Fucking everything's getting delayed. There's big supply issues. Like, I don't know. I don't have any particular love for Valve and like want to stick. Like, I hate sticking up for companies because people are like, "Oh, you're a fanboy," and I'm like, and like every company does stupid shit. So like, I always don't want to stick up for them, but I'm also like, I don't know, what are they gonna do? There's supply issues. Leave them alone. Like,
that's what I say when I don't release the Tempcast on time. I say, oh, we got supply issues, we've got logistic problems and stuff.
Yeah,
we couldn't get the Eric Sanders in time.
There's a global shortage of Eric Sanders. Actually, given what he's been up to lately, there are far too many Eric Sanders in the world. We've been finding out.
Speaking of Metal Gear Solid 3, you know who my favorite Metal Gear Solid 3 villain is?
Is it the end?
Yes, it is, because I'm ending this podcast.
Boom! Man, this place is echoey. I'm sorry if there's an echo. I'm recording in an office. I'm at work. I'm not supposed to be recording a podcast, but I am anyway. Because that's how I roll.
Not only is Steven at the office, he's literally at the office with Michael Scott, Jim, Pam, Star-Lord, Andy Milokanis, and who's in the office? I don't know. David Schwimmer and
Polly Burstein.
Yeah, Lucy Liu. I don't. Anyways, he's at the office. That's a cool reference to the ABC show, The Office. Check it out now, streaming on Peacock. Yeah.
Did you hear Peacock had like an event going on? I guess they were doing like horror movies or something for October, and they called it Peacocktober.
That's fucking terrible. Whoever came up with that needs to be fired. I don't care.
I cannot call something Cocktober.
Cocktober. Who the what?
Unless it's supposed to be like Peak October is probably what it's supposed to be, but you can't just not think of it as like it's Peacocktober, but you can't not think of it as P space October.
Good night.
Good night. Bye, everybody. Fuck, who cares? See ya.